everyone, welcome back. I'm so happy you're here, and of course we hope you already have an amazing day so far. For everyone who is new here, welcome. My name is Janny and I'm doing this DIY channel together with Dyanne. On this channel you will find lots and lots of seasonal decor DIYs and daily decor DIYs, so enough to see. We hope you enjoy it, and of course if you're not subscribed to our channel, we hope you will click the red subscribe button and give it a thumbs up. It would help our channel a lot to grow. So enough talking, let's jump into today's DIY inspiration. And you see already, for this new DIY inspiration we need of course our tumbler towel blocks. What would we do without them? Of course we use the smaller ones. I have here my little container with some colors, scissors, brushes, markers, everything I need for every DIY. Of course my wood glue, but you can use some hot glue. Of course some paint at your choice. Choose any color you like later, it doesn't matter. Of course, my old saucer with some old piece of kitchen towel which is wet to wipe away the glue we don't need. So these are the main piece for this DIY. What we're going to do, we are going to make a lantern, but we're going to make a planter lantern. That's really a tough word for a Dutch lady. so we are going to give it our own twist on it like we always do. So now we are going to start with the bottom first of the lantern. I never made one, and like a lot of you already know, I make the DIYs while I am DIYing, so I have no idea in front how it will turn out. So bear with me, sometimes it takes a little bit longer because I also have to think if I like it this way or if I like it that way, because I make it up in the moment, at least the idea that I have in my head. We are going to do 2 pieces of 5 and we're going to glue them together and on the longest side of the block and place them immediately against each other so the glue doesn't run out. And number 4 and number 5 is the closure up. Squeeze it, press it together, and like a lot of you already know, if you have a metal hook, just use it if you like it. I have one but I don't use it. I'm just a stubborn old lady, so don't mind me. And if you like it, just use it, or maybe you like something else to place it against, it's also fine. Do whatever what makes you happy. And again, we are going to give this a couple of minutes to rest in, and of course then we're going to go glue it together. See, I have my 2 pieces of 5 and of course it is not totally dry yet, so but if it falls apart, don't worry, you still can glue it so easy together. So again, squeeze it, and now you can, if you don't let it in between too much time, you still can fill up the open gaps. Just work your way against it, and you see now you have a nice little square. And we're going to give this some rest. Of course our lantern has 4 sides like a lot of lanterns have. What I'm going to do, we are going to start with 6 blocks, 4, 5, 6, because we are going to make for all 4 sides first the underside, and that will be 6 blocks in each other. So we're going to do 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, and number 5, and number 6 is the closure up again, like this. Squeeze it, and this is already from one side, and then we're going to build it up in a moment. But first we're going to give a rounding around our little bottom. So we're going to do 6 blocks. I have already more than 6 blocks. I have already so many. This is already 1, and number 2, and number 3, and number 4, and the last number 5, and again squeeze together like this. And if you're going to try this lantern, please let me know in the comments, because I really love to know if you are also giving it a try, because I would love that you also give it a try. And it is so much fun to making DIYs. It's so relaxing, at least sometimes. It's not always relaxing, especially when it doesn't work, then it is not really relaxing. But that's maybe a problem because I am not a professional. Maybe if you are a professional, you do it with more confidence, I think. Sometimes I always have to think from what I'm going to do, because you always want to give it your own twist. and a little bit unique. So number 4 and number 5. So if you're going to make also the lantern, just let me know. And of course, let me also know what you're going to do different, where you're going to give your own twist on it, because I always try to show it to you a little bit neutral, so you can make up any changes you like. And like this. And of course, if you have to redo it and let it dry in for a couple of minutes. So now we have our bottom, we have our 4 pieces of our sides. We're going to take one piece, we're going to lay this one aside, we are going to place it this way. What we're going to do, very easy, we are going to make 2 blocks together. So very easy, this way. And we're going to place them over here, squeeze it and press it. We're going to do some glue on this side, a little bit, and we're going to very carefully place this one against each other over here. And this way we're going to wipe away the glue we don't need. We're going to get 4 loose blocks like this. We're going to do something on the top, and we're going to place it over here at the ending. We're going to do here some glue also, and we're going to place this one on this ending, and feel with your fingers that you have it on the end. And then we're going to make these 2 blocks fitting in equal parts inside of here. So I'm just going to lay it down. I'm not gluing it yet. I'm just going to look for where I have the space I need. I think a little bit like this, and then we're going to glue it together and this way, and glue it, squeeze, and we're going to wipe away the glue like this. And we're going to get 2 blocks together this way, and we're going to glue both of them together like this. And we do another one of 2, and again on the tops, and we're going to glue both of them together, and we're going to give it a couple of minutes to dry in. We gave it a couple of minutes, carefully we place it this way. We do some drop over here, a little drop over here, and over here. We're going to place it down again carefully, and we're going to place this one against here in the same direction, squeeze it, and make sure that everything is fitting nicely. And again, wipe away the glue. We are going to get this one, but we are going to place this one straight up. So we only do a little line at the ending over here, not too much, this way. And we're going to place it a little bit like this. And we're going to squeeze it and feel with your fingers again that everything is gluing nicely together. And we're going to give this also a couple of minutes. If you have some glue coming out the lines, just take a small brush and just go over it and make that you wipe away all the glue. And again, make a nice line like this. And then give it a little bit of pressure. Feel again if nothing is moved, and then you can let it dry. Now we gave this part a little bit of rest. What we're going to do, we are going to go further now, building it up. We're going to do some glue on this side, and we're going to glue it again on the ending. Feel with your fingers. Also this one. And we're going to place this one also at the ending over here. And this one we just glue in the same direction we did this one. Of course, else it will be crooked, and that's not what we want. So I am hoping to build to place it on the same side, of course, over here. And we're going to place this one over here, and we're going to give it some pressure and let it dry in again for a couple of minutes. But first we are going to do 2 pieces together like this, and we're going to glue them. This is already number 1, and we're going to do another one of 2 like this, and place them also together and let them dry in also for a couple of minutes again. So now we're going to take our 2 blocks, and we're going to carefully hope that everything stays in place. we're going to do a drop again on the top, a little over here, a little over here, and this one. And we're going to place it down. It doesn't matter if it falls apart, just place it together again. And we're going to go for this one. And we're going to squeeze it. And we're going to feel if everything is in a straight line again. And now we're going to do with this one the same, because this one needs to be in the same one like this is. So we need, of course, on this side line. And we're going to place it against this one. Very easy. Squeeze it. Feel with your fingers again. And give it some rest. You see already I'm going to this way. I'm going to let it rest. Now we're going to get 4 blocks again. Like this, and we're going to do the tops again. We are almost there, and of course I do it this way, but you can change it up any way you like. If you don't like this pattern, I totally understand. If you want to make something for yourself, it's also fine too. And I'm going to do this 2 pieces in the middle again, the same, at least try on the same length, and this one over here, and we're going to place this one in the same line, squeeze it, and we're going to wipe away the glue we don't need, like this. And now we're going to get 2 pieces together, and we're going to give it a little top over here, and again another one of 2, and we're going to give this one a couple of minutes before we're going to glue it, because or else everything maybe is for nothing and everything falls apart, and that's not what we want. So we give it a couple of minutes drying. So first what we're going to do, we're going to do some glue on the smallest line over here, and we're going to place them aside. We're going to squeeze both of them together in a straight line like this, and we're going to wipe away the glue this way. And of course we have to make sure that everything is in a straight line, because the blocks are not totally even, I already see. So I'm going to do carefully, I'm going to place up this one again for the last time, and I'm going to do some glue over here, over here, and over here. And I see you almost can't see it, and I'm going to place it down. And for the last, we are going to place this on top of each other. We're going to squeeze it and make sure that we have it also here a nice straight line. We're going to wipe away for the last time for this part our glue. And this is already one of the panels of our lantern, at least for the inside of the lantern. Now we already have one of the sides of the lantern. The other ones we are going to do a little faster, because it's also much faster to do. You're going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, and just very easy, you're going to do 7 pieces together like this. You're just going to squeeze them over here, and you're going to squeeze them over here and over here. And this is number 3, number 4, number 5, and number 6, and number 7. And we're going to give it a couple of minutes. So we're going to get a part of this one again. We are going to do some glue over here, make a nice line like this, and again place them together this way. You have to squeeze it, and we're going to get our 4 loose blocks, and we're going to make the same like we did with the other one. Just squeeze them together this way. We're going to do over here, and don't worry, the other parts I will do faster, don't worry. I'm just doing it for everyone who likes to see it again. And this one over here, but I'm doing it a little faster than I did the other part, of course. This way, give it a a couple of minutes rest again, and then we're going to build it further. So very easy, we're going to place it up, give it a drop, and over here, place it down, and we're going to place this one over here, and again squeeze it, and make sure, feel with your fingers again, if everything is in a straight line, wipe away the glue. And now we're going to do on the ending of the line, again some glue on the inside over here. And we're going to place this one over here again. Squeeze it. And like this we get our 4 loose blocks again. And we do the same, and we are already a long way. We're going to do this one over here. We're going to do this one on this side. And we're going to fill in the middle pieces. Over here. And the other one, the last one. And give it a bit of pressure again. And make sure, because this one you see already, he is want to pop out. And that's not what we like. And this one has to go over here. We give it a couple of minutes again. So again, we're going to place it up, and we're going to give it a little bit of drop. Over here, and over here. We're going to place it down again, like this. And we're going to place this one against here. The same like we did with this one. Again, give it some pressure. And we're going to do this one on the side. Over here. And we're going to place it also against this one. Give it some pressure and let it rest in a couple of minutes again. So we're going to place the last 4 loose blocks over here. Of course, there has to be some glue on it, or else it doesn't glue. This is 1. And number 2 over here. I always start with the corners. Then it's easy to work with, but of course you also have the measurement from this one. So if you are to have this 4, it's very easy to get the other ones in the same line. So again, this way, like this. I have to look for if I have it in the line. We're going to do some glue on this side. We're going to place it down, and we're going to glue both of them together this way. Wipe away the glue. And then we're going to go, in a moment we're going to place this on top of here, and then we already have 2 panels down 2 sides, and I'm going to do the rest out of camera. Don't worry about it. No, I am not going to do all 4 of them together. So the last time we're going to pick it up, and we're going to place it straight up, and then we're going to do some glue over here, and over here, and we're going to place it down again. And we're going to place the last part on top, and we're going to squeeze it. Of course, we need to go a little down. He is not totally straight over here, like this. And now we're going to place and squeeze and wipe away the glue, and we're going to let this rest at least for a couple of hours before we glue everything together. So I'm going to make the other 2 panels of sides, and we're going to let it rest for a couple of hours, and then we're going to glue it together. So now we have our 4 parts of our lantern, and of course we have the bottom. I'm going to start with the bottom. I'm going to do some glue on this side and on this side, because I use the length which is the same like the sides. You see already they have the same measurement. That's why I'm going to start, because this will be a little bit difficult to glue. So we will see how this will turn out. I hope it will turn out nice, but of course bear with me. Do it your own way, because I'm just trying. I just really have no idea how this will turn out. Of course I'm going to give it a little bit of pressure over here, and I'm going to do this one also against here, and again some pressure. And I'm going to keep it in place for a little moment. And of course, now we can wait together. Of course, of course I won't. I will stop the camera now, and then you can see the next step. So he is standing. I get my other panel, and what I'm going to do very easy. I'm doing some glue on the underside. I hope I can show it to you in the camera. Over here. And like this. And I'm going to go on the sides over here. This way. Just do all the sides. And don't forget a piece with glue. And we're going to go for this side. Also over here. And over here. Until the top. And of course, if later some glue is popping out, just get your brush and make sure that you have it wiped away. Of course, we are going to glue this, and it's not a total fit. It is almost a total fit, not really. You keep over a little overlay, but it doesn't matter. Like this, and we're going to glue this one also together. Give it a little bit of pressure. Over here. And over here. And I'm going to let this rest for a couple of minutes, and I'll do with the other part the same, but on the other side. Turn it around, and I'm going to do here the same. Just go over the line like this with your glue. On this side, you just make a W over here, and not a W, a U. I think you call it here in the net, we call it an U. An U shape, the U form. That's really difficult Dutch. Of course, just do some glue around the lining like this, just only here. Don't do the top. Over here, and I do enough because I don't want that my piece is falling apart. So again, we're going to place it over here straight up, and we're going to make sure that we have it in the middle as much as we can. Again over here, and we're going to place this against each other also as best as we can, and we're going to squeeze it all together, and we're going to let it rest right now. So I'm going to place my lantern on the side. He can dry. We are going to get 9 blocks. There's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Very easy, because we're now going to make the bottom and the planter. So this will be number 1, number 2, number 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and number 9 is of course the closure up again. We're going to squeeze them like this, and of course make sure that they are flat. We are going to get another one of 9. We are almost due. This is 9, and we're going to do the same row like we did with the first. Oh, number 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, and number 9 is again the closure up again. Squeeze it, make a straight line, and of course now we already have 2 pieces of 9, but we need in totally 6 pieces of 9. So I made already 2 together, but we are going to need 6 pieces of 9. So I'm going to make them, but a little bit faster. You see already I have 4 pieces, but I was laying this together. This will be the bottom, 4 pieces of 9. But I think this is a lot of blocks just to do the bottom, especially because the lantern already has its own bottom. And I am always careful how many blocks I use, because everyone has to pay the blocks. So how cheap we can do it, how better it is. That's why I'm going to use 2 of the pieces of 9. I'm going to lay apart. I'm going to use them later. I'm going to use 2 pieces of 9, and I'm going to make 2 pieces of 2 like this over here, and 2 over here. And if everything is correctly, our lantern is totally fitting on top of here, and then we can really save a couple of blocks again. If you want to make it in total, it's also fine. You see already, we can easily do it this way. So what we're going to do, we're just going to do some 2 blocks, and this one. We're going to do 2 blocks of this one, and 2 of this one, and this. And then we're going to squeeze it. And so we even can save a couple of blocks to doing it this way, because it doesn't need an extra bottom, because you already have a bottom in your lantern, so you don't have to use an extra bottom. And not everyone can buy so many blocks, so I always try to do it as cheap as we can, like this. And we're going to do some glue on the top, over here, and we're going to squeeze them together this way in a straight line. And we're going to do here the same, place them together. And now you can even redo it the way you want to. And of course, very easy, we're going to do some glue on 2 of this one. We're going to do 2 of this one. We're going to do here the same. The first 2 blocks we're going to do some glue, and over here. And now we're going to place them together this way, and this way, and this over here. And now we have also our bottom, but with a lot of less blocks. At least it is already 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's already 10 blocks less, and we can use that for the other piece. It's better. Like this, we are going to wipe away the glue. Now we already, for the sides, we have already 2 of 9 because we already made them. Now we only need 2 of 11, and then we already have our own, the whole piece of the planter fitting. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we're going to make a row of 11 blocks, and we do this 2 times. So you have for the fence around it, we have 2 of 9 and 2 of 11. So we're going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and number 10. And again, squeeze them together in a nice row. And then we already have one of our sides. I'm going to do the second one a little bit faster. So if everything is correctly for the bottom, you have this piece, you have 2 of 11 and you have 2 of 9. And you see already, we can place this one of 9 very easy on the side. So we're going to give this some glue over here, and we're going to place it at the ending of the piece. And we're going to get now 1 of 11. And of course, again, make sure that you have a nice line over here with your glue, and this way. And we're going to place this one. Of course, we almost forgot, do also a little bit glue on the side. I almost forgot. You saw already, I was already almost gluing it. So we're going to give this one also a little pressure over here, and this one a little pressure over here. Make sure that it still is in the line, like this. Now we're going to do the smaller one again on the underside. Some glue, and again we have to do it on this side, not on the outside but on this side. And we're going to place this one in, and it's the same like we have with our lantern. It's not a total fit, but it is close, so you have to work a little bit with it to get it. He's coming over the sides on this side, and this side he's coming a little bit over the side, but it doesn't matter. Now we're going to do this one, and of course I should have do this one first and then this one. You see already I do it totally wrong, but we're going to get it in, don't worry. And do it on the side, and we do it on this side. And of course we're going to give it a little bit of space from this one, because I should have done the bigger one first. But that's the greatest about wood glue, you still can redo it, don't worry about it. And again, make sure that you get a nice straight line. Give it a little bit of pressure, also on here a little bit of pressure on the sides. And then We're going to let this dry in. Now both of our pieces are dried up. Of course, our lantern is dried up and my bottom is dried up, my planter box. What I'm going to, before I'm going to glue everything together, I'm going to give it a little coat with my shoe polish. And of course, I'm using the gray color because it gives a nice rustic look, and it gives a nice look. Even your wood is still coming through. So if you try something, just give it a try with some shoe polish. You will see how much and how nice it is to work with. I really like it. I really am totally into the shoe polish because my mother already did it when in the time when, like I told you earlier, we didn't have too much money. So my mother, I know it from when I was younger, my mother always used everything. She even did a lampshade with some shoe polish, and she was such a creative person. So maybe I have a little bit of that from her. So I'm going to do this one in the gray color, but of course you can use any color you like. So we are going to start from the inside and we work our way to the outside. And you see already, if I show it to you in a moment a little bit close, you see the wood is still coming through, and I really loving this. So, but choose any color you like. Maybe you like a gold better or silver, then you can spray paint it in gold and silver. You can choose anything you like because this is so easy for all the seasons. You can change the greenery and the thing for the fall, for the Christmas, for any season you can use it. So I'm going to do this a little bit faster. And you see already everything is in the shoe polish. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to get some kitchen towel and I'm going to wipe it away. Everything I don't need. Of course, I didn't do the underside because it's standing on top of it. And I'm going to do some little fills under it to make sure that nothing is scratching my table. But of course, I'm going to go over it and wipe it away as much as I can, and then we're going to glue the lantern inside. You see already I did only a little piece of the inside because I like the light color within, because that when you use a candle or some light, it flickers a little bit better if you do it in a dark color. But so that's why I do it. But of course, if you want to do the whole lantern, be my guest, just do whatever you think is right. I'm going to do some glue on the sides, just over here. I hope I do it on camera. Over here, just do some glue over here and here. And then we're going to glue it inside of our, and of course we're going to for the middle. So I'm going to place it over here and I'm going to look for this way and then give it a little bit of pressure if you have on both sides the same. Like this, and we're going to give it at least an hour rest. You see already I placed you a little bit closer, and of course on the table you see lots and lots of greenery. I have of course one piece of battery operated little string lights. And of course everything I have in my stash. What we're going to do, first I'm going to make a round out of it, then I'm going to give also a handle over here, and we do something inside of the lantern. But like I said, you can decorate it any way you like, and how great is it to do it for every season. You can change it up any way you like. What I'm going to start with, I'm going to start with pieces of boxwood because I'm going to make a round with some boxwood. So very easy, just place little pieces inside and make it this way, and we're going to do it on the other side. And we have here a bundle, and this is all pieces of a garland, so it's very easy to work with. And again, place it over here, and this one a little bit sideways, and then everything is coming on this side. And I have another one I need, so I'm going to cut off a little piece of the garland this way, and I'm going to cut off a little in between. And I always use this kind of pieces. So I'm going to place one on the other side. Of course, I'm going to turn it over, and I'm going to place it over here like this, and I'm going to cut also one in between here. And again, we're going to place this inside. And how easy is it just to fill it up only with some greenery? And I see here also a little piece is open, and we're going to place this one in between here also. And I already loving it the way that it is looking right now. So for me, it would already be very nice this way, because I am loving greenery, but not everyone is loving greenery. Now I have some little bit of the yellow touch, and we're just going to place them in little pieces. We're going to pull this one out. Of course, always when you do it on camera, it doesn't pull out the way you like it to be. And we're going to just very easy place them inside of the boxwood. And I only want to show you this because I always want to show you also how easy it is just to make a nice kind of display for your home. We're going to pull this one out, and we're going to place one over here. Just place it in between. I have here another yellow one, and we're going to place this one over here. And you see already this one is not totally in. I have to look that I have it right. And I have one over here. And we're going to do some yellow this way. Over here. And we're going to turn it further. And we're going to do, of course, also on this side, some yellow. And this way. And I'm just doing something. I really have sometimes no idea. This is not the yellow I like. Of course, a little piece over here. And we place it just in between the boxwood. And this way. Now we want to even have it a little bit more yellow than right now. So I have a couple of my yellow berries. Like this, you see already? They are also from a bigger string, and I just cut them apart and just use them in my decor, because you can use it. And you also can do some little lemons if you have some I have them laying around. Just do a little pick under it and do the lemon and just place them in here. If you like more of the yellow color, I do one on each piece, because I like yellow but not too much. So I have one on each side and over here, and we're going to give it a little in the middle, and this way. Of course I have to squeeze it in, and this way. And I think it looks already very nice. Now I also have the the blueberries, you see, this way. And I'm going to place them also next to the yellow one, and I do them also over here. But you have so many beautiful stores where you can find, a lot of you can find the beautiful greenery. Here in the Netherlands, greenery is not that big, that not a lot of people are buying it. So I really have to look for where I like it the most and where it is the greatest buy, because it is very expensive over here. So, and this way. So now I think for me the underside is already more than enough. What I'm going to do, I'm going to get this kind of greenery, you see this, and I'm going to place it in. I'm just going to rip them apart of the stem, and I'm going to place them over here, a couple of them this way. Then I get my battery operated light. I'm going to wire out the lights, and I'm going to do the battery pack. This one is on a timer, and I did some, of course you see already, I did some elastic band for this part of the thing, because I don't want you to see it. So I'm going to do it on, and I'm going to place it, of course, inside on the bottom. And what I'm going to do, I'm fill it up with some greenery pieces. Then you don't see too much of the battery pack, because we don't like that. It is, at least it is plastic, and that's not a great sight to see. So I'm going to fill this in, and I'm going to work my way with my lantern inside. And it is a little bit of a task, because I want to do it as fast as I can. I really hope that this is looking the way that I hope it is on camera, like this. And then I'm going to again fill it up with a couple of greenery picks. I have to look for where they are. Of course, they are over here. And just place in a couple of them. You also can do some yellow berries inside. You can do some boxwood inside. Just fill it in the way you like. Over here. So, and for me, I think this is more than enough. And in a moment you see the quick impression. And of course, I totally did forget to tell you that I'm going to use this piece of greenery. You find them in this kind of little boxes. You can buy them anywhere. I always see them on decor videos, so everyone can get them. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do the ending. I'm doing it a little bit double. Just twist it around. And I'm going to get my glue gun, and of course I'm going to make sure that my glue gun is hot, and I'm going to measure out a little bit how far I want to have it. I think a little over here. I'm going to cut it off. Very easy. Of course you can use some piece of twine, but I think everyone has already twine, the handle of twine, so I think I like it a little bit more in a different style. So I'm going to do it with this kind of greenery. So again, I'm going to do some glue on this side. And of course, I hope that my glue is coming out. And I'm going to place it on this side, on the middle, over here. And I'm going to do the other one, of course, on the other side. And now I hope that the glue is coming off this way. And I'm going to do this one. On this side, I'm going to do some, of course, I need some glue over here, and I place it in the middle, over here. And of course, you see already the line wires, but I'm going to work with it. That's what you get if you do it too fast, and you don't have to do it fast because you can do it very easy in your own way and your own time. And because sometimes you see some glue, we are going to get some berries. And I'm going to get one berry off, and I'm going to do a little glue on one of the berries, and I place them inside over here this way, and I'm going to do the other one on the other side. Just a little tip of the glue, and we just place it over here and this way. And of course, now we're going to let everything, and you see really right now the quick impression. Finally, a quick impression of my Tumbling Tile Blocks planter lantern, and I'm so happy how it turned out. You can use it so easy for every season. Of course, you see already I took out the handle because I didn't like it on top, so I am using it this way. But choose anything you like. Of course, I hope you took out your Tumbling Tile Blocks too and did this DIY together with me. And of course, if you like what you see and you are not subscribed to our channel, I hope you will click the red subscribe button, give it a thumbs up, and of course hit the bell so you will be notified every time we upload new DIYs. And of course, do you want to see more DIYs? Come on over to our description box. There you find the link for our DIY channels. Enough talking. We hope to see you in the next one. Bye.